To be a Jedi, you must go to Dagobah.
What do we do? What do we you said it. Okay, I'll say it. The flip side of making beats? Making songs. Hi. This is a Verbals 98 kind of thing going on here. Consumers Newsletter is the song name here. Alright, this song is about the flip side of an honest storyteller such as I can still be caught up in the marathon to chase the long-awaited tapes I crave, complaining when the absence of the music I'm deprived of skills before I make my move. Uneasy on anticipation's access for the access to my influential artist station on the shelf or in the streets. You save myself in making beats, but simply cause I need it. Supply the stand so you can read it, cause I know I do. Consuming information about the places that you see and the humans that you be. I'm always at your show to vent my own, but mostly for the groups I love to listen to at home. It's only spit for me, at least that's how it feels. At least that's how it feels. Dear expressionist, man, I couldn't wait to see you play. I've gathered all your tapes and listened to your music every day. Display the truth of youth like me and watch your elevation rise. Guys and girls will love and bump the rhythm till it dies. You heard it from me first. You heard it from me first, right here. Sincerely Cosmic, I signed my name with a dot. Now check the message on the inside of the tape you just bought. Just to hint of thought, look at me buying tapes to hear some poetry. A little Einstein, a little Shel Silverstein. Come clean and I'll listen a little bit more. Don't care at all if I don't see your tapes up in the store. Homegrown seeds get purchased, planted and sprout. Granted that the feeling is felt. Now keep an open mind, ears, otherwise it can melt more quickly than it became a concept. And if it's a hit, the tape cases get swept clean, which means an award ceremony at Denny's. Grand slam, super slam for the team. Dear expressionist, man, I couldn't wait to see you play. I've gathered all your tapes and listened to your music every day. Display the truth of youth like me and watch your elevation rise. Guys and girls will love and bump the rhythm till it dies. You heard it from me first. You heard it from me first. Cosmic Spirit. Adjusted to varieties of songs along the multi-use of sound, profound experiments evolve the box we round as when the change arise we yearn to maximize and try a new step. Left astonished and amazed, a customer with reputations of and taking new and classic. I own the magic gifts of jazz, my dad's retired tracks. He wrote my votes for 80s, early 90s fills my ballads. Palates close and shift and knows when I begin to speak on what I do. It's true, I love hip-hop and function all congruent to the system. Slightly different than the magazines and television screens will publish, but still a luggage stuffing child plugging thoughts to medley as an outlet funding glory. As OPT would say, I'm really here to tell his story and overstand the soldiers forming vinyls and CDs. Though I've never seen the likes of these for me, I pay the same as you to purchase surface and below, so I can grow and volley off of others. Global brothers working just as hard to make cassettes. Cause and I have done the same, explained in Space Cadets. No regrets, no regrets. Dear expressionist, man, I couldn't wait to see you play. I've gathered all your tapes and listened to your music every day. Display the truth of youth like me and watch your elevation rise. Guys and girls will love and bump the rhythm till it dies. You heard it from us first. You heard it here first.
I got the two-tag Jamo. I got that two-tag. I got the Money Pit, the Goonies, Misadventures of Optimus.
I got a two-tone Jedi.
Two-tone Jedis.
Alright, folks, we killed it. Alright, I've seen a lot of guys with a lot of girls before, And the match is always incomplete. And I've always been the one who's looking for that perfect match. And I think I found her. Running around in circles, searching for her window, building up my intro. There she stood in a good position. Lights conditions made a silhouette that let me see her beauty pure and whole. Folded arms and harm's resistance. Listen to her soul is bleeding in my chest. Unless I make a move, she'll never know. She fascinates me, see me, Lord, just help me grow and show her everything I have. I'm mad about this girl that plays the maze. She changed my ways, reflections in a gaze. The day begins again, we meet, revealing hints. Her scent permits my passage, lavish dreams to twine the team, but to reduce the fear, it's you and me right here with grace to face devotion. Only motions make emotions blossom. What an awesome feeling, stealing consciousness. My common sense recycles. Vital glances chant the secret, burning, turning towards each other's lovers. Lane proclaim your thoughts to her as words to help you breathe. Conceive, relieve, we spoke and broke the wall dividing us. No less, we keep it steady. Left to right, the melody explores. Colliding shores, record the date. I wait outside aloud. The crowd ignores relationships so righteous. Light this candle in my breast, digest his mercy. Worshipping, we give you praise. We fade together. One conjunction struck by thunder. Splendor works between a boundless joint. Anointer points to couples bleak who seek the physical. That's miserable progression. Root your vines. You see, we climb the gesture festered in my heart. A spark rewrote my life. She changed my life. She changed my life. She changed my life. For as long as I can remember. Falling head over heels, the wheels rotate, create a dialogue to swap amongst receivers. Neither my folks who spoke to us could crush the swing of the things we made. I prayed for the opposite ignition, fishing in the pond. Fond of the gift she holds, so bold in the cold, it all makes sense. Now under the fence, conversing the curse of love, what of its endless, mending the griefs and beliefs we shine. Minding the time we ran, hand around her hand, I stand the man she needs. Feeding the dreams of future prophets, pockets low, we blow the day in the shade of an oak. My jokes, her laughs, igniting fire, my desire, stable. Disable the angles, making it smooth, losing, but that's just who I am. Worried in the dark, I mark our path and fail. An amateur commanding the ship of a professional, but I failed. Setting my sails into the sun, I run with you in the springtime. Undercover, the butterfly explores our bodies, moving, choosing the lips of everlasting touch. It's much too tough, I'm keeping up. She pushed me back, I'm acting out the facts and grabbing the axe of Broadway theater. Her literature, I cap the book on earth. Her looks remind me that I'm quite pathetic. Skinny, tall, and off the wall, contorting back support, avoiding life is short, so take it easy. Never meant to ride with you so freely. Slouch on the couch, we wrestle mentally, stimulating the atom, smashing smack between the screen of the movie playing. Saying nothing was the key to letting the mood intrude and marinate, relating you do the same. I love her hair and who she is and wants to be, so be it. I'm into the place I'm in, my shoes are full. I went unhatching the latch of the gates, extending this away. This way is way too perfect, way too certain. Butterfly in the sky, we can go twice as high. Releasing the burden once in the gut of me. It's funny to see us in the mix of the clicks of life. We think in a boat and sink in the boat of understanding the land and space. We pressure cook the envelope, a nook in the chasms lined with likings. Spiking the devil's tricks so fixed on the face of mirth. We search no more, no doors of tempting. While almost close to closing them with a gem like her. Why would I ruin the truest creature next to me? Exalting the flex of the mind and spirit, now hear it in the music. Celebrating the song she sings. She walks with me and walks away with me. She walks with me and walks away with me. He lifts us up, we just don't know it. We just don't know it. Not yet at least. Okay, first of all, mission one, Optimus, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, your mission is to consolidate the funds
Yeah.
and link all connections. Do you hear me? Commander, clockwise. Checkmate the president and retrieve all evidence. Cosmic, pay attention. Run upstate. Alert the press. Make sure they know what's going on. And Aura, website the Alliance. Barricade the fortress. At the stockade. Here we go. He pierced through the black, I peered at the facts of a man impossible, but I checked with the next maneuver stirring just before the exchange of the goods I lived by was transacting the mist of the night. Smother the lights that flickered, picture me in the bag of confusion, losing the trust in the bunch I hid in the hunch of the thoughts I processed. Snatching the pack, I dashed for the exit, ending the mess that never should have adjourned. I turned that corner, racing the clock, I traveled the stretch and knocked on the window. And indigo lights, optimist writes in the frost, you need to get lost, they can see you. Blue to the touch, I ran to the closest nest that I could stoop in. I moved in, meddling the gift, I lifted the seal, exposing the zeal. Impressed, I froze in the fall of mayhem. New to the game, the stem of my mind divided the possible ways to evade. Playing the odds, I gambled and made my way back into the streets of Prague. Continuing the mission. Continuing the mission. Disguising my looks, I took to the park and parked on the bench, chained to the fence, awaiting the gents just sent by the chief. So brief to the point, they show with a load of thugs while plugging a leak. We speak in a tongue that you refer to when it's sticky. With tricks of the trade, I stayed and delayed the function. Something was up, these guys were fakes, I could tell by the mix of the words all slurred and distorted. Similar voices pre-recorded, avoiding the speech, now reaching for the box I held, connecting the well, but faulty sabotage. I dodged the trap and considered the last resort to abort to. No affordable getaway, who would want this box so bad to engage in a conspicuous plan? Not the works of a genius man. I demanded some results, falling into the culture crisis twice in the same day. Not really the way I figured, but lingering in the fog, I make my way. It sucks. Make my way. They really are beat.
That's cool. Everything is Optimus Meet up a door at the banquet, take my point at the circuit box. Time to cut the power so he can grab hold of the briefcase. Chased out the place by a couple of vicious guard dogs, forced to head back to the rendezvous maneuver through the thick fog, trying to take back the power from the union against our cause. I pause before I make any movement. The alliance is simply out for the improvement of our art. The plan has been charted from the start to put the message back into the music, guarding these fools with false freshness and the abuse that they subject the public to. Same name, no relation. I returned to our designated station. It had already been raided by the enemy. Luckily, I had one of their uniforms in my backpack. Just in case that didn't work, I was strapped with a couple tapes from the 4-track. Had to leave a warning so Jeremy didn't fall into the trap. Wrote a message encoded on the steam in the window. Took a break to smoke some innuendo, but one of the lieutenants had stumbled onto me and my purpose to spread the words from the awareness below to the surface. I grew nervous as he began to ask questions. Began to preach his lessons and shout orders because I was still in the uniform. He thought I was on the level. Right then I knew I had him. I was about to pull my weapon, the tapes with the bass and the treble. Then came in the rest of his rebels. I knew I lost my chance. Would things ever change? The battalion must have thought it was strange to see me walking away. They never heard what I had to say until next time I brought the fake B-Boys D-Day. No end to the reason why these people are trying to corrupt the love in a box for the world to stop and to lock the jaws of an evil scheme in the dream I'm trying to manage and salvage the particular chance to enhance the optional and profitable escape. But maybe that's why the spies wanted to destroy, to avoid that act. So yes, that's it, I put it together and tethered the pack to my back and jammed to the roof of a building. Feeling the vibes, I climbed to the top, then pop open the door. But all of a sudden, hey, let me go. Don't touch me. Not to that's The mission. Hey, maybe I should just say was a success, except we lost a few soldiers. Admiral Aura, Commander Clockwise, and Officer Optimus.
Alright, what's up everybody out there? This song is a love song, basically. I'm giving all the love that people have given me, like my parents, my sisters, Shiloh and Dayspring, all my buddies out there. God has brought new direction in my life, and I have joy and peace all over. And I just want to reflect that onto you folks out there. I mean, you can say what you want about me, but I still love you either way. And here's how it goes. Kneeling on the welcome mat of my family's tree, I'm happy burrowed in this branch in this bland city, because we're fabricating close but not alone from my own. I'm putting effort forth to sort it out and make my house a home. I'm giving love regardless. I'm giving love regardless to you, to each and every one of you. This is the last song. I'm trying to make it count here, folks. On the welcome welcome mat of my family's tree. I'm happy burrowed in this branch in this bland city, because we're fabricating close but not alone from my own. I'm putting effort forth to sort it out and make my house a home. I'm giving love regardless, giving love regardless to each of you, each and every one of you, each and every one of you. My parents brought me up, I plan to never let them down. Surrounding visuals and physical denials of this rock is mocking egrets bleed. I read and free my destiny, available to witness all allergics, laundry agents, stole detergents. They post so little but so often I embrace my blessings, messing up relationships, acquaintances, prescription faces, what I call them. My social problems seem to eat away my carpets. I'm a carpenter for markets and a love connection, no perfections here, but I'm relying on my ear to clench a bench. I hold a ticket, take me there, my common atmosphere, a positive rejoicing voice, a human figment of reality. And now I'm asking, will you stand with me? A variables of colors like complexions of my mother, and a careless mother earth assembles my collages while impressing that I strive for college, intercourse, divorcing primal natures of my life. We only live it once, so please inhale what remains, because before you know it you'll be ceased, demanding that you lived it twice, demanding that you lived it twice. I'm sorry, just remember love is endless, life is endless, if you make it, if you make it. Just remember life is endless, if you make it. Here's the path. On the welcome mat of my family's tree. I'm happy burrowed in this branch in this damn city, because we're fabricating close but not alone from my own. I'm putting effort forth to sort it out and make my house a home. I'm giving love regardless, giving love regardless. Yes. Kneeling on the welcome mat of my family's tree. I'm happy burrowed in this branch in this damn city, because we're fabricating close but not alone from my own. I'm putting effort forth to sort it out and make my house a home, and make my house a home. Sweep up that doormat and all the leaves under it, even the keys, no more hiding it. One more time. These memories can close up like an artery. It's hard to see, perhaps relapsing passages I passed, but not alone. At last I felt the essence of a home, and dwellers melted to financial hooks that smear the view. And who am I to say the bruises didn't sting? Restringing lights across the tree, then heavy trips to skip to LA for a visit with my family, so we stay in touch and such as much as often. A common ground is loving, though my girlfriend and my bros, a nose to clean to smell the things of life and labor. A blue evangelist, I'm working hard to scrape the wagers off the floor of chains I climb to find myself returning to the bottom. Still I never take for granted everyone and every problem that I ventured. Line the stench dominion full of joy and noise. Time remind your siblings that you care, declare your guardians the champs. Expand the canopy, you've grown, my hands are weak no longer. We're giving happiness, at least the show is getting stronger. Humbleize and motivate yourself, share the gifts of life. Now share the gifts of life amongst each other. I'm just another brother of you all. Kneeling on the welcome mat of my family's tree. I'm happy burrowed in this branch in this damn city, because we're fabricating close but not alone from my own. I'm putting effort forth to sort it out and make my house a home, and make my house a home. You should make your house a home too, cause we all live on this big home, this big ranch, the ranch of the world. Kneeling on the welcome mat of my family's tree. I'm happy burrowed in this branch in this bland city, because we're fabricating close but not alone from my own. I'm putting effort forth to sort it out and make my house a home. I'm giving love regardless, I'm giving love regardless to each and everyone, each and everyone. At least I try. I mean, I'm not the greatest, but here we go.
Really think about it, I got nothing but love. And if you really think about it, I got nothing but love. And if you really think about it, I got nothing but love. And if you really think about it, I got nothing but love.
I'm going to leave you for just a minute here. A lot of my music comes from inspiration from people that I meet and places I go. But there's two people in particular in my life that inspire me a great deal. And they've never seen me perform. In fact, they don't even know that I do this for a living.
Freestyle session, the Space Explorers and the end of the tape. Yeah, we doing it 98. Yeah, check it. I'm gonna come up popping the crate. That's great. Optimist is kicking many rhymes at times. It seems funny. It seems like I'm coming spontaneously, combusting, flowing like the recycled water in Splash Mountain or a fountain in the mall. Now you know I'm never gonna fall. A tree that stands tall at 6'3", that's me, an MC with a lot of thoughts that circulate through the DOME. That spells dome for y'all that couldn't rap. Hooked on phonics, hooked on chronic, no matter what. You come up and drink a gin and tonic. Just chill back and listen to me as I kick my wisdom. You know I'm kicking like kung fu flicks like Bruce Lee. Maybe if he was an MC I could take him out, but I'm not in karate. Kung fu, who got the blues like B.B. King. You'll never see me sing like an R&B singer. I'm the bringer of the funk and the raw, that's real. Everything is still, I don't mean to sound cliche, but I mean today's another day that we celebrate being second-handed bandits. I can't stand it, you can't understand it. My rap, well, it's quite metaphorically like a butterfly transforming into a worm. No, reverse that. Yeah, because I cursed that. That verse was quite blessed, and you know I will bless it. The microphone, if it gets cracked out and put into the back of the task cam. I'm a masked man with a vast hand and a fast plan for the last stand against the plague of the vague vagrants. Take them out like 00 agents. Optimus. Oh no.
Well, times are changing, I'm rearranging the situation, so I'm gonna take the nation by storm, and I'm gonna ride and I'm gonna perform on this microphone stand and be the man that I can be. And it doesn't matter because they call me a MC, and it doesn't change, that means misconception. So I'm gonna take this microphone and give you a lesson of myself. And I am a portrait and a portrayer, and I will be the conveyor of this truth. And I am the youth of the nation, and I am here procreating, and lines that I am stating are in my mouth, and I'm spinning south because that's where my grandma lives. I'm gonna see her this Christmas. It doesn't matter, I diss this microphone because it's really just an atomic bomb about to explode, and I'm gonna corrode my mind and take it down to a new line of transportation. And I meant to say transportation, so I'm gonna erase myself and mouth off to you because I know that this crew is about to explode. That's Aura. This is his tape. This is his tape. I stick my nose out the window to get a breath of fresh air. It's hurting me, getting faded like staring at a glare. I swear that we can flip out the tapes if we really try hard enough. Now let me see if I can put it in my lip like snuff. That's where my rhymes stay. And then I have to sit back and put my spades together. Get up, old house. You know I douse the microphone with this lyrical blessing. I'm testing. The microphone will be from the west thing, because you know that's where we'll stay, and we will represent the coast like the soap that I use to clean all of my dirty fluids. Will be wiped off clean with a towel, and I will doubt that you will want to start a scowl with us, because we can bust harder than you can trust in God. And it's odd how we will come unflawed, and you know that we come and hit the 8-ball in last corner pocket. My electrical sockets are exploding, and I am eroding the whack MCs into a smooth hill. Like an anthill, they will feel the spill of my lyrical MCs dousing me in front of me. The two kids licking me by the knees, cause they're kissing these feet, toesies. And the little piggy went to the market, now he has to go spark it, because that's the way I'll do. You know that the crew will be coming nice like a fresh brewed coffee in the morning. It'll wake you up, open your eyes, no disguise, it's just me, the COS of my C to the 3, the cubed man, not the man without a mic in my hand. I stand with a open gland, because I'm quite sick of standing in the Dagobah clique. But that's okay, because we still come tight. We might have to ignite like a lighter. I am the MC Exciter.
That's how we do, that's how we do. Freestyle missions straight from the Tree Fort Dagobah 98. Thanks for listening.